go ahead and get started. Doraemon memories, Nobita no Omoide Daibouken. So, Nobita's memories of remembering adventure. Interesting. Alright, so we have a Doraemon game. I think we had one, yeah, we definitely had some before. This one should actually be a game, however, and not just, you know, a study guide or quiz thing. Evidently, Memorial Shot was the other thing on the title screen, other than just starting the game, so I'll have to figure out what that is at the end of it. Somebody remind me when we are through here, at whatever point that is. Don't know if this will be platformer, or RPG, or other. Sure? Don't know. Oh, what? Okay, I guess that was to go back to the title screen. That's option number 2 with the giant plesiosaur. Here we have stage 1-1, so that's promising. Okay, we have player select. We have Doraemon, Nobita, Shizuka, Tsuneo, and Giant. Let's start as Nobita. Let's see what the main character can handle. No, apparently we can jump, and we have no other ability currently. And all we have is a pause and nothing else. Well, we can get more than our starting health right off the bat. That's always interesting. And that's not, controls are a little tiny bit unresponsive. It takes like a quarter of a second to respond from when you actually hit the button. Okay, so now we have jars of something, and Hoshi. Okay. He's just yelling the word Hoshi. Okay, we got time 27 seconds, rank A. I guess we get some Doraemon comics as well. Okay, let's just skip through all the dialogue since we can only read specks of it. And I'm thinking now it might be Memorial Shot or it might be Memorial Short. Okay, so Yakimo. Okay, she's shouting Yakimo. I don't know why or what that means. Also very weird on this jumping animation how you don't turn around when you are going the other way. That's kind of a norm in so that's a thing. You can manage to get yourself into a position where you are completely stuck because there's no screen backtracking, and there's no option to just quickly kill yourself or start the stage over again. There's nothing in the pause menu, select does nothing. A is jump, B is the jar attack. I'm assuming that these books I'm picking up are the, you know, object of each stage, the thing we really want to grab here. Well, and that is the go back to the beginning of the stage cube, it would seem. This is kind of a weird game already. No, that's actually a good question. Can we, in fact... Oh, that was probably it. We probably could jump down to that platform then. And I'm sure in the instruction manual it would explain all of these different items, so the player would, well, might know in advance. Don't touch that particular box, it is not a good thing. Okay, let's try Doraemon, because he might actually have other abilities, because he is the robot cat from the future, with a fourth-dimensional pocket filled with stuff. So one would hope he would be able to do other things, like, hey, grab a bamboo copter. It's always nice. Especially in a vertical climbing stage like this. Okay, so what do we have? It is making a noise. Okay, so Doraemon's screaming attack is yelling Nobita. And I apparently got a rank D on that one. I don't know what I did that was so much worse than the other stages. But no, it's making a sound when I hit select, so maybe there is some other item we can get and then switch to. But as of yet, there has not been anything of that nature. And the pause menu is still just the pause menu. Oops. So I'm now curious if I managed to miss any of the money pickups in the previous stages. Now this is the first game for today that got picked. Doraemon Memories, Nobita no Omoide Daibouken. And now it's quiz game time. Yeah, got that one right. Oh, no, we didn't get that first one right. I was expecting, you know, X's and O's like it is usually. Okay, another vertical scrolling stage, I see. And we are just automatically Suneo. Oh, Shizuka. Which is not a good thing. What does he shout anyway? He shouts Ma, and that's it. And the arrow is... okay. Guess we are sort of playing hide-and-seek in order. Or maybe not hide-and-seek, but, some kind of go to the characters in the correct order. Okay, so, yeah, that works out. Don't know who that is, but I've only seen a very small amount of Doraemon episodes. And, now... we go back to the bottom, I guess? Don't see much else to do. Well, so... okay. That happened. Seems like we're getting these, hold on, one more interruption. At least we get music this time. Okay, once again, carrying on. Well then, so what is this then? Oh, Game Boy to remote control calculator? No, that definitely says remote control in the frickin' Japanese there. What does... But, like... This is on the Game Boy Color, so IR sensors were a thing. But what could the Game Boy do with the remote control? Anyways, this is looking like a decent enough game. It's not really amazing, but it's also looking like it'll be pretty short and actually doable, given... Wow, Giant now has 5 health. Sure, let's try Giant. But, you know, it's decent enough little platformer. I think we can get all the way through it. We mostly got things figured out, I think. Yeah. Oh, lovely. Just, come on. Okay, so Giant and Springs do not mix in any way, shape, or form. And that is a evil creature of some sort, some kind of, like, chestnut creature or something just kinda hanging out there. Okay, he has plenty enough health that we can just sort of barge our way through and not really worry about much else. Oh, I was expecting him to stop at the edge of the tree. Yeah, not really liking how Giant controls. He feels a lot, slower, and, like, his jumps don't go as high or as far, but that does make sense, considering his size. Okay, so there's that finished with, and, yeah, I won't ever be picking up another of those clock icons. That's, not really worth all of the flashing. Yeah, let's, try Suneo again. Oh yeah, that is so much of a difference right there. It's like... maybe that's a squirrel enemy character? I don't even know. Let's see how he does on the spring. Oh. Well, I see now how it works. Okay. It makes sense. Kind of misleading there. Although... And now we have a bamboo copter. What the heck do you want, game? Like, where exactly... Was there a... well, there's a clock over there, which we're not going to pick up, but maybe something else over here? Or maybe it's just a clock. Okay. And yeah, the IR port on the Game Boy Color was mostly for connecting two Game Boys together without a link cable, and they couldn't send as much data, but they could still send some. But the picture and the Japanese text definitely indicated a remote control. It actually said the words, remote control. Or at least, Remocon, but, you know, Japan loves to shorten every single word possible. Oh, cool. Guess we have that as a thing now. I have no idea when I picked up that gauntlet item, but okay, that'll be helpful. presumably that just upgraded the number of parts we can have. So why have a moving platform when you also have stationary platforms? That seems like they would sort of... like one kind of negates the point of the other. Oh, no. We do not want to hit the home box. Well, I guess it's more of a die. Maybe it randomizes where you go? I don't even know. I'm not going to try to guess at it. And yeah, we do seem to be getting... the books are definitely giving us those cutscenes from various segments of Doraemon comics, so... presumably, if you get them all, there will be... maybe that's what the Memorial Shorts thing meant. Maybe that is just a way of looking at all of them in order. Oh, and I'm looking at the chat and not noticing that I am answering quiz game questions. Well, we got victorious music, so okay. Now it's... oh, well then. Maybe it'll be all battle. And he says, okay. Yeah, I think that's, yeah, I don't know why I don't have my Japanese translator open at the moment, but, well, now the other word I was thinking of is not that, it is... No, that doesn't have a direct translation. Oh well. Not too surprising. Don't know if I'm supposed to be fighting all of these various Doraemons, or there is a particular character I'm supposed to be beating up at the moment, since Giant is basically the bully character. And apparently the blue bottle gave us super speed. And... I don't even know what. Shoes, a broom, a red cord, and a microphone, maybe? That is my best guess, is that that is a microphone. There we go. Also, since that was number 38, there are probably a lot of different frames to find, and loads and loads that we have missed already. I know they're not going in order, but even so. I feel like getting lots and lots of health here. Wonder what the health bar will look like once we get to the final stage. Definitely does look like we will have 5 stages total. And again, I just want to comment that... oh, damn it. Really do want to comment that this has been overall incredibly easy. Like, I haven't really been too concerned about not taking damage from anything. Haven't really encountered much in the way of ridiculously difficult platforming. The enemies are all mostly pushovers, like a single bounce will take care of most everything here. Even the things like those floating fireballs that you would figure would not be, you know, destructible, but there we go. And just for the sake of curiosity, is it always... yeah, looks like it's always going to be restart the stage. I was thinking maybe because it's a die, maybe it randomizes where you end up when you touch it, but very hard to say. Hey, we got 2 of them that time. Interesting. We may well have gotten 2 of them before, and I just never noticed because I wasn't really realizing what they were and that we were picking them up and they were not automatic. Alright, let's try Shizuka again. It's kind of interesting that it does give you all these characters. You know, they are, of course, the 5 main characters of the show. And it is nice that they do handle a little bit differently than each other. And I am pretty sure that the health does sort of carry over. There we go. So, like, you know, as one gets damaged, then the next time you do a stage, they will still have that damage taken. That's a pretty cool way to go about doing things. Almost reminds me of the first Turtles game in that respect. Actually, that jar of blood is the attack. When we do our shout thing, or the Care Bear stare, as Intro called it, that gets used up, so I have no idea what that is actually supposed to be a jar of. Like, maybe in one of the episodes they got some kind of super shout juice or something, and I would not be surprised in the least if that were a thing, because the whole point of the show is vignettes of they are bored or they need help or something happens and Doraemon pulls a thing from his 4th dimensional pocket. And the things are always weird and interesting, and that is what has kept it as, you know, an everlasting children's show over in Japan. Just, the variety and the comedy, the situations they get into, all that kind of stuff. And it seems we only pick up money when we are using Tsuneo. So that's another nice little touch of the different characters will have different ways to achieve a higher rating in the stage, just based on which character you use. Also, I think I am going to actually stick with Tsuneo, just, the speed that he moves at and the height that he jumps at is so much nicer than most of the other characters. Kinda wondering, will it go on to a second row with all the hearts, or will it just, have we reached maximum now? So screw the springs. These are among the worst springs that I've encountered in video games, and that's saying quite a lot, because you rarely run into a spring which has good mechanics in any kind of game, no matter what the year. They're pretty much all awful to use. Also, again, we have so much health at this point that pretty much only those death bits, like that one there, are actually a danger to us. We can just rush forward and tank the entire stage. Don't even care about waiting for the platform. Does not much matter. And I am going to presume that the higher ranking you get in a stage, the more of the little frames like this you unlock. And yeah, actually, the graphics are actually really good for a Game Boy Color game. There's like... Oh, dang, I'm always gonna get the first question wrong. I'm never paying attention to notice that a quiz has started. You know, the Game Boy Color had a bit of a shared thing with the ZX Spectrum in that it used sort of squares to determine what could be what color and how many colors could be shown per square. And with a lot of really lazy Game Boy Color games, that meant that, you know, things would be a certain color in square form. So you would have lots and lots of colors bleeding around whatever it was, any characters or background pieces or anything of that nature. Just big old blocks of color, which this does not have, which is nice. So what was I supposed to pick up on the way that I did not? Considering that we were not able to go out the exit there. Oh, okay. We have found the, possibly sleeping, possibly wounded, possibly just, chilling Nobita. There we go. Alright, on to the 4th stage. Definitely does look like there's going to be 5 stages total, so not too much more of this game to get through. Now let's stick with Tsuneo. Are we going down in the stage or is it up? No. I guess this pretty much answers that. A little bit too far down, I guess. And, maybe if we found a bamboo copter, we would be able to find out what's up there on the very top left, but it does not seem like it will matter as to what is up there. And we found a bamboo copter. Don't really care all that much, though. Oh, and we're full on the jars of blood, or whatever these things are, so... yeah, and there we go. And we'll take a better look at all of the frames. Presumably, like I said before, I think they are all going to be in the memorial short. I have to say that, on the whole, this has had, pretty good music. This one's a little bit weird sounding. I think they are going for a sort of a obvious desert motif with the music, but it's not really bad, it's just a little off sounding. And it is getting better already. Also, I love how I don't need to bother with the spring. You can jump that damn high. And hey, stage is over already. Very nice. And we have the exact same music here in a castle stage. Maybe it's like a... well, even then, you can't really call it a pyramid because of the general look of the place, but yeah, okay. There we go. I was not able to fall through the floor for a second there, I was too close to the wall. Okay, don't really care about the stopwatch. I already said why I'm sticking with Tsuneo. It's because he is the fastest and the highest jumper. And Nobita is the one who's the nerdy kid. Also, I have no idea how nerdy I look now. I have always looked this nerdy, I don't know what you're talking about. Like seriously, I could probably find pictures of myself looking pretty much like Nobita when I was that young. Okay, so I guess we just, let's see, what does... Yeah, touching Doraemon is painful, so... really would not think that, what? Oh, touching Doraemon takes us back to the beginning of the stage. Interesting mechanic. Slightly unexpected. So incredibly bothersome. That's gonna be, requiring a lot of save stating to get through all this without accidentally touching a Doraemon. Well, I have no idea why that, health pickup there is there. Just, assume that it's a trap, then. Oh, and we have another bully character. Usually, Giant is the bully that's picking on Nobita, and usually Tsuneo will be, there with him, but I guess there are other bullies that hate Nobita as well. Well, they're all saying kanpai, and that says owari, which means the end. And kanpai is basically Japanese, like, cheers, or a toast. And... yeah, it would seem that we have credits. So... I guess it's only 4 stages long. That's unexpected. And I can't really skip anything at the moment. Yep, none of the buttons are doing anything, so we'll just watch through the credits and figure out, is there a 5th and final hidden stage? Would we have gotten a 5th stage if we had gotten all of the Fushima what's-this-is, all of the frames and everything? Is there a walkthrough or other information? I'm kind of doubting it, because this kind of game almost never has anything. We have sheets. Hold left and press B at the title screen to view the ending that plays after... oh, to view what we're viewing right now. Thanks, game. So I guess we could play through again and find other stuff, but I don't think I'd like to do that. I think once was quite enough for this. So it's interesting that they did use a lot of katakana in the game throughout for names and borrowed words and such, like it normally is used for. But here in the credits, even the borrowed words are being written in hiragana, which is the written language they use for their own words. So it's kind of off in that way. Stuff like director and producer, coordinator, programmer, these things in the credits you'd normally find in katakana. But, here they are not. I don't know why. And quiz is now opened. And no, we've already done more than enough quizzing. Let's find out what the memorial short is. And yep, there's a collection of all of the frames possible. And looks like there are 40 total. Interesting. And evidently you could hook them up to... I assume that's one of the Game Boy printers, but I don't honestly know. Okay, so yeah, that's just all of the various... I was really hoping for... Oh, there we go. Okay, so that works. You can hit up and down to scroll through them. We'll just take a brief look through, and I guess each of them... I was kind of figuring it would be individual frames in a single story, but evidently they are individual frames of individual stories. Would be nicer if the music did not restart with each new frame. At least we don't have too many frames to look through. A lot of characters I don't recognize, but these two here, the guy in blue and the woman in red, I'm pretty sure those are Nobita's parents. Okay, so yes, this has been Doraemon Memories Nobita no Omoide, so like, just double check on that. Yeah, Doraemon Memories, Nobita's Memories Adventure. It's been actually pretty cool. Pretty solid for a Game Boy Color game. Definitely good graphics, pretty good music, far better than your average Game Boy Color mess that you end up with. So, you know, pretty cool to play through on your own and maybe enjoy some of the other frames that I did not find myself. Definitely worth checking out.